This is Christy Rodriguez with a special report. Mayor Nirenberg has proposed a new bill named Safeguard Sanitation Standardization, or Penal Code 2020, in response to help combat the pandemic.
Hello, this is Angelina Aguilar reporting on the Safeguard Sanitation Standardization. I am here with Julia. What are your thoughts on this proposal?
Well, I think it's going to be necessary during this pandemic because we need to stay sanitary.
And if you don't mind, will you be voting for or against this bill come election time?
I will definitely be voting for it as well, since I do want to stay safe.
Thank you for your time. Back to you, Christy.
Thank you, Angelina. We will now go to our expert panel that consists of Kia Per, Michael Olivares, and Lorena Rangel.
Thank you, Christy, for having me this evening. Let me start by saying I'm not in favor of this mandate that the mayor is looking to employ. I think that the funding at which he is, using specifically for this project needs to go to the efforts of supporting our hospitals and educators who desperately are asking for relief. For example, it's been proven that a lot of funding that has been given to the states and to the other local governments for COVID or for the pandemic relief has been misappropriated or used for other sources not pandemic related. For example, on September 22nd, the Washington Post reported that $1 billion funding that was granted by Congress to the Pentagon in March to help in preparation for the pandemic and the relief was then redistributed, funneled to defense contractors and used to make things such as jet engines and uniforms, and no COVID-related expenses came of that. Many hospitals are still, even here in October, is facing shortage of N95 masks. These are the issues that need to be addressed. Reappropriating our funds for a mandate that might not necessarily prove to be of any benefit in the still large numbers of cases is just a waste of resources of the American dollar. And I think asking the public to approve of such a project while there's still major funding gaps is just irresponsible on the part of the mayor.
With the way that COVID-19 has been spreading, we need to look into new ways to curb the virus besides just social distancing. We need to look into new sanitation methods in high-foot traffic areas, with one of the busiest areas being not just gas stations, but the gas pumps themselves. And this is why I am in favor of the Safeguard Sanitation Standardization Bill. I do not need to sit here and present cold hard numbers for people to understand how unsanitary gas pumps can be. We need a new and revolutionary way to dispense fuel. We'd almost be better off going back in time and having gas station attendants, so that way we could remain in our vehicle and not come in contact with services other people have touched. I believe a new type of gas pump is required because if there's anything that COVID-19 has taught us, it is that we come into contact with a lot of unsanitary services that we previously did not know until the pandemic hit. Now back to the issue of the gas pumps. It's not the gas pump as a whole, but it's more or less the nozzle and choosing your fuel grade. We could fix this by having a nozzle that automatically drops out of the gas pump itself, and after each use is retracted automatically back into the pump. When it has been fully retracted, it will then be sanitized from within the pump and made ready for the next customer. Gas pumps have evolved over the years and now even have little TV screens on them that play ads, so making a pump that is able to sanitize itself is not that far off of a possibility. When it comes to selecting your fuel grade, it can be achieved by either using the gas station app on your phone or by a motion sensor on the gas pump. Gas stations like Valero already have apps that track rewards, so they can easily integrate fuel selection as well. As far as a motion sensor on the pump, it would be easy as swiping in a motion to scroll through the selections and using your palm in a stopping manner to select. All in all, I'm head over heels for such a bill to finally be passed, as these precautions need to stay forever and not just until COVID is under control. Thank you all for allowing me to come on here today and present my opinion.